Super Bowl 56 is going to feature the Raiders over the Cowboys. Dallas Carr will defeat the Cowboys in Super Bowl 56 over at Inglewood, California, over by LA. LA's real team, the Los Angeles Raiders, are going to win the Super Bowl over the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott's going to have an amazing comeback year, but it's going to fall short. It comes with the territory for being the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. The fans are going to hate on you. The ritual is going to continue on. He lost his mom. He lost his brother. He lost the Super Bowl, but he finishes strong. Jerry Jones, the LA, California native, is going to make it to Los Angeles, California, over at Inglewood. The Dallas Cowboys owner is going to be 79 years of age next year. But the ritual has to continue for America's team, America's most hated team, I should say, the Dallas Cowboys. In gematria, the practice of coding letters and words into numbers, it is Dak Prescott that has gematria of 132. It is Dallas Carr that has gematria of 132. Now with the loss in the Super Bowl, Dak Prescott, his gematria 42 references to the fact that with a win in the Super Bowl, the Raiders can have a 4-2 record in the Super Bowl with a win, and they're going to do so against Dak Prescott. Comeback season, but not enough to ultimately win the Lombardi Trophy. Inglewood, California has gematria of 108. Mike McCarthy, the Cowboys coach, is 10-8 in the postseason. This is why the Cowboys missed out on the postseason this year. Trying to chase that 6th Super Bowl title. The Cowboys won 6 games this past year. They have 131. Mike McCarthy, I should say, has 131 wins. It doesn't mean he's going to win the championship next year. It means he's going to compete for a championship, because championship is 131. Super Bowl run has gematria of... The Super Bowl has gematria of 131. So this is why Dallas are going to make it, but ultimately they're going to lose. The LA native Jerry Jones has won 3 Super Bowls during his career as the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, with 3 Super Bowl titles. It should list his Super Bowl titles. I don't know why. He won 3 Super Bowls with the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones would have a 3-1 Super Bowl record when he loses to the Raiders, because it is Jerry that has gematria of 31. Now, continuing on with this, Jerry Jones has gematria of 139. Freemasonry has gematria of 139. I already explained why the Raiders would win Super Bowl 58 in a prior video. Freemasonry gematria 139. Mike McCarthy, 10 wins. As a wild card team, they don't get the first round. By his 13th win as the Cowboys coach can lead them to LA. LA has gematria of 13. Dallas has gematria of 13. The team, LA's real team, the Raiders, you understand? You understand that? Mike McCarthy, 13-8 when he's in the Super Bowl. When he loses the Super Bowl, Mike McCarthy is going to have a 13-9 playoff record. This has everything to do with the Freemasons and the occult and Jerry Jones having a 3-1 Super Bowl record, all scripted by the numbers. So Mike McCarthy losing the Super Bowl at the home of the LA Rams, meaning that, okay, even though Jones has gematria of 63, even though Mike McCarthy is born in the year 63, it doesn't mean that he's going to the Cowboys are going to have a 6-3 record in the Super Bowl. It only means they would play for the chance to have a 6-3 record in the Super Bowl. The Cowboys are going to have a 5-4 record in the Super Bowl, because once again the gematria of Inglewood, California is gematria 54. 4 Super Bowl losses and 9 appearances for the Dallas Cowboys. Interesting enough, the Cowboys, when they win the Super Bowl, they would have a 6-4 record because they lost at the stadium of the LA Rams. Coach McCarthy. McCarthy has Jumanji 37. Los Angeles has Jumanji 37. McCarthy's simple Jumanji 91 references to the fact that Derek Carr is born in the year 91. Notice that this would be McCarthy's 22nd playoff game in his career. The Super Bowl is being played in the year 22. Notice that Carr has Gematria of 22. John David Gruden. David has Gematria of 22. The guy named David is going to win the 22nd game. The Las Vegas Raiders has the same Gematria as Jerry, for example. John Gruden has Gematria of 39. John has Gematria of 35. The Dallas Cowboys are playing for the chance to win their 39th game, but ultimately the Cowboys will lose. 35 playoff wins right now with Dak Prescott before they begin to start to compete, because in the Gematrinator, notice that Prescott has Gematria of 35. Meanwhile, I want you to see that Vegas has 25 wins right now. This is the Gematria of Derek has Gematria of 43 and 25. This is the ritual! Derek Carr is the GOAT. The Rams sacrifice to Abraham in the Bible. Tom Brady's first and last Super Bowls against the Rams. The path to 6 Super Bowls for the Raiders begins at the stadium of the Rams. John Gruden is the GOAT coach. He was ritually told to step aside for the Patriots and Bill Belichick because of the rigged tuck rule game, because Belichick is older than him. This is all occultic. The Cowboys would, 1996. The Dallas Cowboys would end a 25-year streak, 26, of not making it to the NFC Championship game. 25 years without making it to the NFC Championship game. Derek has got Gematria of 25. That's who they can face off in the Super Bowl. Now, Raiders has Gematria of 38. Notice that the Cowboys can make it to the Super Bowl with their 38th playoff win. 29. I haven't figured out if they lose the Super Bowl, or are they going to face off against Mahomes because he's from Texas, or is the Cowboys going to lose to Wilson? Nah, this is all a trap. To get you to think that the Seahawks are going to make it. I'm telling you, Seahawks are the Gematria trap. They're not going to make it. Guaranteed. They don't make it to LA. But they're in the playoffs next year. That's why the Seahawks make it to the playoffs. Gematria of Dakota. Fresno State Bulldogs. Mississippi State Bulldogs. Bulldog against Bulldog. Fresno and Mississippi State. Bulldog is Gematria of 28. 28 wins in the... You see the Gematria of Bulldog for a second, or Bulldogs having Gematria of 92 and 29. They can defeat Wilson along the way. Bulldogs is Gematria of 29. The AFC can win its 29th Super Bowl after the Chiefs win this year. 29th loss in the playoffs to the Fresno State Bulldogs quarterback. Perfect. The California quarterback makes it back. It makes complete sense. It makes complete sense why that's happening. It makes complete sense. Woo! And now Gematria is going to lie, and Gematria is going to tell you that, oh my God, Gruden's got Gematria 33, Raiders are 3-3, Numbers and meaning. McCarthy 4, Prescott 4. It's meaning. It's meaning, fam. Understand? Understand that. Now, the Raiders' record at Vegas is going to be 9-8 after they win the first game. 9-8 as the Vegas Raiders when they become the champions. You understand? You understand why the Raiders are 8-8? Their first win means they have a record of 9-8, meaning that the Raiders finish as the champions. The first win with Dak Prescott back for the 7th win for Mike McCarthy. Dak has gematria of 7. The Cowboys' 13th win with Mike McCarthy would be the 7th win of the season next year. Dak Prescott, this is very meaningful. Super meaningful as it pertains to the script of next season. $22, 10-1, that's 3 Derek Carr, 6 light path. Oh, those Cowboys win the 6th Super Bowl against Derek Carr. Well, what not? But Derek Dallas means he beats them in the Super Bowl. He beats them. 35 prior picks before Derek Carr. That's the gematria of Prescott once again having gematria of 35. The Raiders won't lose the Super Bowl, I guarantee ya. 22 numerology, Dak Prescott 22. 22nd playoff game like McCarthy, year 22. Dak Prescott born on the 29th day. AFC wins 29th Super Bowl against Dak. July 29, 30-36. That's gematria of Nevada. Derek Carr, 36 overall pick. I should say, Las Vegas, Nevada's got gematria of, and Nevada's the 36th state. Nevada is the 36th state. That's my bad. That's my bad on that one, okay? $22 doesn't reduce. 11 doesn't reduce. 29 is 11. That's 33. He's 40 light path. Dak Prescott is 40. 22 light path. That's the gematria of Derek. That's the gematria of David. John David Gruden. This means the Cowboys have to go 4 for 4 when they win the Super Bowl someday in Super Bowl 58. So it is very clear what we see here on the Gematrinator. The 29th win happening for the title. 29, you say? 29. Interesting about 29. A very special season. The Death Star! Oh my God, the Death Star! The Death Star! And they beat the Death Star! Oh my God, it makes lots of sense. The Death Star! This is why Mark said he's winning at the Death Star! Oh my God. Mark gematria 43-26. Go. Mark Davis. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Mark Davis, gematria 35, Prescott, champions, 98. Oh my God, it's all the code. 55 prior Super Bowls. Davis, Rams, gematria, LA Rams, gematria 19. The Death Star, the Death Star. 38 wins at the Cowboys. We made that in the playoffs. Death Star beating the Cowboys along the way. Their first Super Bowl championship since Super Bowl 96. Oh no, Inglewood, maybe the Death Star of the home team, the Vegas Raiders. They win in the championship. 37 years without winning the Super Bowl. In the 38th year, they win the Death Star. They carry them the victory. They last won Super Bowl. What was it? 38 Super Bowls later, they win the championship. This was Super Bowl. I mean, 1980. That's a while ago. 1984. Whoa, 1984. And if it's 1984 that the Raiders last won the Super Bowl, they have an 8-4 playoff record. 8-4. 8-4. Numerology says the life path of Jerry Jones is going to pertain to the Super Bowl. Here we go. 16, that's 7. 11, 12, 12, 3. Jerry Jones, 3-light path. That's Dak Prescott, 4-light path. John Gruden, Ohio native, has to be significant in a big way. John Gruden. 58, Gematria Star, Gematria 58, the Death Star, and the Dallas Cowboys. Know that. You see that? Oh, how it's rated? Absolutely. 17-8 late path is John Gruden. So Vegas has to defeat the Dallas Cowboys. They have to defeat the Dallas Cowboys next year. I wonder if they play the Cleveland Browns next year. That's interesting. He's a Cleveland Browns fan. John Gruden. Oh, the Browns are cursed. Oh, they're cursed because of John Gruden, man. They are cursed, man. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Cleveland Browns, Gematria 61. John Gruden, man. Oh, wow. Look at this. John Gruden's Gematria 108. That's Inglewood, California, Gematria. Las Vegas Raiders has Gematria 61. Without 76, it is translated to 61. Now that's going to be the Super Bowl next year. The LA's real team wins over at Inglewood, California. The Dallas Cowboys are going to lose the Super Bowl, so the list of the Dallas Cowboys seasons is the last step to see how the equation is factored even further since that last Super Bowl victory. 1-1, 1-3, 1-6, 2-6, 2-7, 3-7, 3-8, 3-9, 4-9. Rigged. Their last divisional playoff game. Their last playoff game was at LA at the Rams. The Super Bowl was at LA. It's rigged. You get it? You get it? I lost track. Last Super Bowl versus the Steelers. Mike McCarthy beat the Steelers. 1-1, 1-3, 1-4, 1-6, 2-6, 2-7, 3-7, 3-8, 3-9, 4-9, 4-10. 4-10. The 7th win can lead them to the Super Bowl, but loss number 11 is on its way. It is over. It is over. They can make their playoff record can be 11-6 since their last Super Bowl. But the ritual is strong in this. He's going to lose. 11-6 their playoff record can be, but then they're going to lose. They're going to choke. It's a Buffalo Bills treatment. That's what's going to happen.